Okay, this is still Morning Ride, and that musical is entitled Wired for Greatness, and is definitely not by T.Y. Bello, but by my first guest on the program today, and his name is Charles Granville. Welcome to Morning Ride.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
An interesting thing about Charles is the fact that he studied electrical engineering. And as an engineer, he's also a musician. So tell us how you because I know you still work.
Yeah, I do.
And you also practice music.
Yeah.
So tell me, how do you combine the two?
Well, it's not easy, but I believe that, you know, if you have a talent, you should use it to the best of your ability. It's just having to manage time. That's where it is, you know. But I try to manage my time right. But I have passion for my work. I have passion for my music as well. I try to see how I can give 100% at both. They say you cannot do that, but I try, and I believe I almost succeeded at it.
This is how I'm looking at you.
I know.
Because I'm wondering, you must really be passionate about one more than the other.
One is something I learned. The other one is something that I have inborn.
Okay, so differentiate it.
You know, I don't need much effort to do music. It's something that I have inborn. It's something that is in my blood, is in my veins. That's why I titled my album Wired for Greatness. It's in my vein. I could sing anytime, anywhere, anything. As a matter of fact, I could do reggae, I could do hip-hop. Okay, I haven't tried to rap yet, but I'll try it someday. You know. So, but you know, even as I studied electrical engineering, I'm not practicing electrical engineering per se. I'm actually doing production operations, which is a different field altogether, and I'm doing very well at it. I try different things to prove myself that I can actually do it. So I don't see anything as a limit. I see them as challenges so that I can climb over the limit and achieve it.
So where did you start? From the church?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm still in church. Very much a church boy. I started from the church in 1998 in the Redeemed Christian Church of God. I was just a teenager. I grew from floor member to assistant music director to zonal music director to provincial music director.
Wow.
Yes, I even had an assignment in the national as well to take care of the teenage and children department for a very brief while before I ventured out into my own and started doing you know, recordings and all that. The job also distracted me a bit, but we're back on track.
Yeah, interesting. Is that also why you opted for inspirational and gospel music?
Yeah, that's all I can do actually, because you know, when I sing, I want my music to be able to touch the next person that is listening to it. I like content in my music. I like it to have meaning, and I like it to inspire whoever listens to it. In this country we are in right now, there's people need a message. People need something new. People need something to encourage them, and inspire them.
I like what you said. People need something new. Okay, because I'm watching a video now, and I'm just thinking, in the good old days, certainly you won't see gospel music like this.
Well, yeah, I want to be able to create a change, you know, whatever I do. That's why I've always been preaching quality, and I want to be a standard for quality. We want to be able to make sure that gospel music, you know, is formidable, is strong enough for people to be able to say, yeah, we're doing good, you know, and it comes with for the quality for the gospel artists to start, you know, doing quality music, quality videos. The time of doing music videos and standing by flowers in the garden or something is over. It is time for us to, you know, step up the game and do quality videos and quality music as well.
When talking about, I don't know if this is part of creativity. I'm looking at all of the dancers and the decoration on her face.
Yes.
And I mean, knowing how some Christians think, you know, and since you're also singing gospel music, I'm looking at how would you interpret that kind of makeup or the design of her face?
It's an artistic. We're Africans. You know, what I would like, you know, even as much as we are trying to embrace the Western culture, you know, we are Africans. We shouldn't forget that we are Africans. There are some things that, you know, we can do as Africans. It's acceptable. What we try to depict with that is, you know, it's African painting. That's what we put on our face. you notice. It's just an African.
That's dancing.
Yeah, so because my music, sometimes people will listen to me, they feel I'm going to hear my name and all that. This guy must be from Jand or from Yankee. I try to make sure I put something African in everything I do, because I'm an African ambassador. I'm a Niger Delta ambassador. I try to, wherever I go to, promote our culture and our heritage as much as I can.
So who writes your song?
I do write my songs myself. My family, I come from a family of songwriters. We always write our songs. I think people come to us for songwriting if they need a song for something. So I inherited that, and I write. As a matter of fact, it depends on how it goes. I intend to also start selling songs very soon.
Yeah. Okay, your video Look Within, you did a collaboration with Ibinabo.
Yeah.
Yes, tell us about that video.
When I met her, when she was passing through some of what she was passing through, I know her story, and I appreciate what she's been through. And I needed to. I reached out to her, tried to encourage her as much as I could. And then when I was writing this song, I also had her in mind, And then I called her and said, let's do this together. And she really didn't want to do it initially, but after months of pushing her from state to state, I was able to catch her, and then we did the music together. Well, it turned out nice. K-Solo recorded, he produced the album, and that particular track, and then we called our family man to come and do the video, and it turned out as well as it did.
Oh, okay, that's very good. Other African and gospel musicians, I must also say, are also doing well. In Nigeria, which one do you think you'd like to work with if you have to do another collaboration?
Well, I have done a track with Kefe and Sonny Neji.
Okay.
One particular track, that one is coming up next. I also did another one with Rooftop MCs. I respect them a lot. They're my brothers. I really respect them a lot. I've done something with Samsung as well. Those are people I respect. Well, in the future, I would love to work with everybody else, actually, because they are all very great people. You can't really take it from them. The people in the gospel, people doing gospel music are very talented people, because it takes a lot of talent to be able to say you want to do gospel, because we always are particular about quality and the message. So everybody, I don't have to start mentioning names, but anybody that wants to work with me is very free to call me, and I'll work with them.
Okay, for young people watching, who would like to have a video like what you have now on air, what advice do you have for them?
I would say nothing good comes easy. If you know what you're doing or what you want to do, you must be ready to pay the sacrifice. You must be ready to, you need to be patient as well. Everything also has its time. Yeah. So let's not be in a hurry. Let's take our time to do it. If anything worth doing is worth doing well. So we all want to come out and succeed. I don't think I've succeeded yet. I know that there is a lot more for me to do. I know that there's a lot higher heights that I want to attain that I haven't gotten to yet. So we are all working towards it. But at the end of the day, let perfection be the key. Let quality be the key. Let's do something that when we come out we'll be proud of, and anybody who watches it will say is proud of. And we can put it anywhere in the world and say this is from Nigeria, and they go like, what, really, this is from Nigeria? And they're happy about it. Let's start shining the light. Let's start showing quality to the world that we can do it.
Yes, but I'm just thinking, if I'm a Nigerian and I'm also working like you were working, and I want to go into music, how did you reach out to, how do you get a manager? How do you do things like that?
Well, you mean, how do you get a manager?
Yes.
Sometimes
I'm working in my office and I'm thinking of doing what you're doing, because you're combining your job with also your passion, music. So what's the first thing I should do if I want to tour your line, for instance?
Well, be sure that you have the talent for it, actually. If you're very sure you want to do it, the thing will be, first thing will be to get somebody who has done it before, right? It's easier to, like the mistakes I've made before. I paid so much money to make it, make those mistakes and then make those mistakes. So I wouldn't like a situation where someone wants to do the same thing and makes those same mistakes. So it's better that you come to me, for instance, I say, okay, how did you do it? And I tell you, okay, this. So it's always good to have a mentor. Always good to have somebody who has attained something or gotten to a stage where you want to get to, and hang on to that person. If you have to wash his plates, if you have to wash his car in the morning, whatever you need to do to make him to give you those secrets, those things that he has learned over the years. You do it so that he can give you those things. He will give you the links, show you the way. Okay, don't do this. Okay, if you want to do this, do it this way. And then from there you will learn how to do it better. That's how I did mine. I had to go and meet some of these people and have to talk to them.
Understudy
them. If I have to wash their cars, I wash it. Okay, or pay somebody to do it.
No, I think you just made a vital point, because it's not just enough I can sing, then you just go to a music studio and just, okay, let me sing, put it in a CD. So that's why sometimes you see some musicals and you're wondering, what's happening?
Yeah, people are in a hurry. A lot of people are in a hurry. Okay, this person did it and made it, so you want to. One thing they seem to forget: you wake up today and say a star. It didn't just wake up yesterday to enter the studio this morning and become a star. It's through years of hard work. Yeah, so go and study that person, or study anyhow you want to study. Get the right foundation. Foundation is very important. That's why people come out, they don't last. They come out, and after a few, maybe make one hit, or they didn't even make a hit at all, and they faded away. They don't have that foundation. So it's very, very important that every artist, in fact, no matter what field you're going into, that you go and study the basics. Go and learn from people who have achieved it. How did you get it? How did you get it done? Watch them as they go through their day-to-day activities.
And importantly, learn from their mistakes. So when you're not singing or working, what do you do?
When I'm not singing at night, because as I wake up, I'm off. I'm on my day.
Thank you for coming to Morning Ride. And I'm sure a lot of Nigerians watching, they've been so inspired by some of the things you've said today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll take a report. It's an art exhibition which was covered by Christy Iwu. But before we take that report, I want to use the opportunity to encourage Nigerians not to be despaired about the cancelled election. And that is because our votes, let's not play with them, because when we vote, we have the power to make that change we want in this country. Tomorrow, and do your accreditation and vote. I'm also voting because I don't want to sit down in the background and speak all the grammar and analyze elections. I want to use my power and I want to vote. Okay, we'll take that art exhibition which was covered by Christy Iwu, and when we return, we'll take our health monitor.